let's move towards the strategic approach of companies to get people to work for them. Companies, they make promises when you buy certain things, and that promise is what we call the brand promise, product brand. If you buy Air Asia, they promise you the price. If you buy iPhone, they promise you the innovation. If you buy a Red Bull can, it promises you the brand and the prestige. And if you buy Durex, they promise you the function of it, extended pleasure. So this is attached to the product brand, and you pay the price for this, and people buy this for that promises. Now, on the other side, if you want to work for an organization, they promise you certain things if you want to work for them. So for the employees, they promise certain things and you work for. Now, if you take myself, I work for B-TIC. It is a university where they run courses, and I love the task inside. They promise that task for me to do, and I love it. Learning and teaching, developing people. That is my task, and I love that. That is why I work for. Some people, they may work for Mercedes-Benz because they offer you the latest version of Mercedes car. That is the offer that they promise, and you work for it. And sometimes you work for a company because the people inside, people voted Barack Obama in his elections because the promise he gave. So companies can promise things for employees to attract people to work for, and we call this the employer brand, company image. So if you build a powerful company image, you can attract people to work for you over your competitors. Now, if you take Apple, Apple has a powerful employer brand. If you take Microsoft, it has a powerful employer brand. If you take Tesla, it has powerful employer brand over other car companies. So you have to build one. But when you go to the labor market, to find some people with those promises, you will definitely see your competitors looking for the same set of people with similar promises or some other different promises maybe. Now, if you are Pizza Hut, you go to the market to pick some chef for you to cook pizza for you. You would see Domino's inside, you would see Little Chef inside, you would see Burger King inside, and all other restaurants, Subway inside as well. So you may have to fight for that personnel, the kitchen staff, with those companies. This is where you stand out with your powerful employer brand. Nobody wants to work for a company if the company is not known in the market. When Apple walks inside the market to get some people to work for, you never have any question, can I work for you? Can you pay this amount of money? Can I afford to work for you? No such questions. But if ABC Tech walks inside to look for some people, you would ask so many questions. Who are you? What are you doing? What is your market share? What do you sell? And what is your workplace look like? And so on. Can I afford to work for you? So many questions. This is why we have to build the employer image or employer brand. Building your employer brand is this way. You have to always make awareness to the people that we are a company, we are existing this way, and this is what we sell and so on. People should be aware of you first. Then you build your company image. And then as a company, you build your employer image. Tell them that if you work for me, this is what you get. This is the better culture here. This is the better price here. This is the better environment here. All sort of things you promise them. Then you build your employer brand. When you build this, people would love to apply for you. When they apply, then you have to deal with those people personally. Now, you use your brand to get people to apply for. After the application, you deal with them personally with your personal marketing and relationship management with them. Then your job would appeal to them to stay with you, and you do your selection process and you retain that applicant as an employee. This is the way that we could build our employer image. And to build your employer image, you have to find your target group, because when you build your corporate brand, you have to target the customers. Now this time you're going to target the potential employees. So have a definition clearly with the target group definition. Then you build your employee value proposition. We'll be discussing this one later. And you have to actively communicate that message to people, and people would apply because of that promise that you make. And then you do your selection processes and you retain your candidates, and they become your employees.